So what did Japan and their expansion plans have to do with us? What did it have to do with us? I mean, they're in Asia, we're in North America. Why did we have to be concerned about it? Well, Japan was starting to grow all around Asia, and the way they were doing it was quite problematic because their barbaric tactics were starting to get noticed by the United States, and their threatening of our allies was also raising some eyebrows. Now, Japan got inspired by the United States with our use of gunboat diplomacy on them. If you remember, we sent Commodore Perry, to Japan to open trade with them, and Japan didn't want to open trade with us. But then we actually sent huge ships painted the black, had large guns pointed at the Japanese shoreline, and said, "I think you want to trade with us, right, Japan?" And Japan had to relent and trade. So Japan got inspired by this, and Japan said, "Hey, this strong navy idea is actually a pretty good idea. We should take part in it." And so Japan started to build up their navy, and they started to build up their military when they became an imperial power. And so in the late 1800s, Japan really went all in on this. And so they started to buy and purchase a lot of American steel, started to get American fuel, and they started to build their navy up. And this is what Japan was doing. And they had grand plans to do something with this navy. They were ready to expand and take over the Asian coastline, if not the outright continent. And so Japan was able to overtake Korea, and they actually had control of Korea for a lot of part of this century. And so they were able to basically solidify that. They were able to defeat Russia in the Japanese-Russian War, and Japan was also able to defeat China in the first Sino-Japanese War. And so the Japanese were starting to get hugely powerful in Asia, but the way that they were doing it was also very problematic. And we'll talk about that in a minute.